Hello, welcome to Operations Management. In this lecture, I will talk about regression model for forecasting. So this is an associative forecasting technique. That means we are looking for relationship between variables. So we will be interested in linear regression. That means we will be using two variables. As the name specifies, it's a linear, that means line. So we will have a regression equation y is equal to a plus bx, where y is the dependent variable it can also be called as predicted variable or response variable. So all these are the same names for y, and then this is the independent variable. It will also be called as predictors. And then for any linear regression, to determine the best fit, we will have R square. This is called coefficient of determination. So this will have a value between 0 and 1. So if the values are nearer to 0, that means there is no relationship. If they are nearer to 1, that means strong relationship. So if it is 1, it's a perfect relationship. So an example of linear regression, especially, so if you see, can be, we can relate the price of a house as being we can set up a relationship between price of the house and the size of the house. So price of the house is equal to a plus b size of the house. The higher the size of the house, the higher the price of the house will be. So that's how we can set up a relationship. So we will try to solve a problem on linear regression. So here is our question. XYZ store has a chain of 12 stores in Central Texas. Sales figures and profits for the store are given in the following table. Obtain a regression equation for the data and predict profit for a store assuming sales of 10 million. So we are trying to get regression equation. So that's one, and then we are trying to predict profit if the sales is 10 million. So those are the two questions we are trying to answer. So the first question is we can copy this data onto this is 12 stores data. We can copy this onto Excel. I'll copy it to Excel. So we have this data, we will select this data set and go to insert and then scatter plot. So insert scatter or bubble chart. So you can click on that and select the first scatter. So remember that Excel treats the first column as X values and the second column as Y values. So don't interchange and X and Y columns because then Excel will treat the Y as X and X as Y. So that could lead to a wrong judgment or a wrong solving of the problem. So once we have this, we will kind of click on the data point. So all the data points get selected and then right click. So once you right click, you will get add trend line. You can add the trend line. You got the line, so it's a linear line. Display equation and display R squared value on chart. So you have to click on these two. So once you get that, I can bring this down and make it bigger. So that is our equation and the R square value. So our equation would be y is equal to 0.0159 x plus 0.0506. So y is our profit and x is our sales. So in this case we have an equation where y is our profit and x is our sales. So now they are asking us to calculate if the profit is 10 million, to calculate the profit when the sales is 10 million. So that means our x is 10. So I will go to the problem and here I will get y, which is my profit. So this is equal to, so now I will type in there this same formula, which is 0.0159 multiplied by x is 10 million. So that's what the question says, if you see. So that is, I will type 10 there. This is 10 because our sales are expressed in normal values. They didn't include million, so I don't have to put million, plus 0.0506. So that would be my profit. So if I hit enter, so that's the profit I would be making if my sales is 10 million. So I would make 0.2096 million if my sales is 10 million. So this concludes my lecture on regression. Thank you.